welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. Switch.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On the ground, it's Cruz. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be Cruz here on the carry. And he's got room. Touchdown, Titans. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
11.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Fitzgerald And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
11
And now they will throw it with Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come out.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
On one, right?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
12.
Now a give, right side. It's Fitzgerald looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 11. 12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
This is Cruz. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. Now Willis on fourth down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it, taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bengals 10, Titans 7. Evan McPherson to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. First and 10, Willis. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now Willis on first and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 36. Willis now off play action. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Titans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Right back to the air with Willis. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the left side. Cruz looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Willis on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Bullock's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Here we go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he finds Fitzgerald. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle they go. Fitzgerald. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give right side. Cruz. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cruz. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
70 Rangers.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Willis.
Out on the right, this is Cruz.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Willis will look to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
11-90.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now a give right side. Cruz.
He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. Here we go. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
On 2.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, 43 yards. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. will send this one away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 44 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A final shot now for Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.